Hey chat, welcome to the stream. How is everybody today? Sana maganda tong playlist na to. I want it to be a little bit faster. Let's look for something else. Acid jazz, I like that. Hi everybody, welcome to the stream. How are you all today? Let's just pick some music here. Make sure it's a little bit more upbeat. Ay, pwede to. I like this. Alright, let's go live on TikTok. How's everybody? Paring Ray, Romeo, Christian, Steffi, Lirio, Caleb, Office Ninja, Chromium, Volt, Lirio. Welcome all to the stream. How are you all today, chat? Caleb, may pinadalang photo sa akin si OJ. Larry, what's up, man? How are you over there in the US? Nothing big, lurking. What? Why are you lurking LinkedIn? Looking for work or looking to transfer work? It's either one or the other. Likely it was Mommy Keiko who sent it, Larry. Yeah. Thank you for the support, chat. By the way, we are currently at 134 members. If hindi pa kayo member, gusto nyo maging member, you want to share the love by gifting memberships, please do so. Memberships are what's keeping our live streams alive. So it would be very cool if we keep this going. Really, really appreciate it. Sa 134 nating members, thank you so much. Sa 10 Twitch subs natin, thank you also so much. Really appreciate it. One of the best ways to support the stream is to become a member or to become a Twitch sub. Not yet, Steffi. I'm running into problems with the Christmas tokens. One of the suppliers canceled. The other supplier, medyo mid yung quality ng products. Nah, it's really a supplier issue. So it's one of those things na pre-order dapat siya, diba? So I pre-ordered it about a couple of days or a day before I sent the forms in. And ito yung mga pre-order ships in 15 days, ganun. So on the 15th day, nagkaroon ng cancellation message because it never really got sent. So right now I'm dealing with looking for a good supplier para sa magiging Christmas tokens natin. What's up, Christian? Okay, what did you send? Wait, before anything else, I'm happy to know that all good. Sina Lirio. Ito, also happy that chilling lang din si Chromium. Larry, wait, ice issues here have been tumultuous. Yeah, especially the most recent one, huh? As somebody who lives in the US, where are you on that side? Where are you on that particular issue, Larry? Yung sa... It's not Minneapolis, yata? Where are you there, Larry? Sa Minneapolis ice issue. 1 week nang may ubo, paring Ray. Gotta get that checked if it's still not getting any better. But hopefully you're getting better. Alright, press 1, chat. We are gonna be raffling either speakers or a bag tonight. Press 1 if you want to join. Let me just show you the items that we will be raffling out today. There you have it. Either this or this. Okay, these two items are going to be raffled tonight. Either of these items are going to be raffled tonight. And pipili and ang mananalo, the sole winner for tonight's raffle, will choose which item they vibe with some more. Because you can have you I mean you can win, right? But then you already have the speakers, so you might prefer a bag, or you already have a work bag, a go-to bag, but you might prefer the speakers. So that's why we have two options here for our sole winner tonight. All right, let me type down your names here. Christian P, Steffi, Caleb, Levi, LJ, Paring Ray, Stein. What's up, Alex? Alex, also Chromium. Lirio. Of course you can, Larry. Larry, Romeo, Volt. Hayun is also here. Office Ninja, got it. I wonder if narinig ni Levi na nag-won si Hayun. Levi's also live, I think, so I'm not quite sure how preoccupied Levi is. And there you go. So Larry answers. So if you're not aware of ICE and the incident specifically in Minneapolis, so I think about a week ago, nagkaroon na incident na with an ICE agent that, how do I say this? That ended up in an unfortunate loss of life sa isang nagmamaneho ng I'm bad at explaining it. But basically, it's just an ICE operation gone wrong or could have gone better. At this point, it depends on what media outlet you're listening to, because even the comments change depending on the biases that these media outlets have. So I'm aware of both biases, but that's why I'm at the same time, I don't know where to place myself. As much as possible, ayaw din natin ang any loss of life. At the same time, I do agree with Larry na dapat illegal immigrants should go through the proper process. Oh, diba? Levi with the parinig. Oh, what's this? Let's go. What's up? What's up, Chuck? Thank you. I have a bunch of Reddit threads here for you tonight. And when I say a bunch, I really do mean it. But first things first, may pinadala sa akin. Oh, wait, Lemonade here. May legal action yung agent. What do you mean? Like it's justified? Because that's one side, right? That the agent acted the way he did because his life was apparently in danger because he could have been run over by the driver of the vehicle. So there's that. It's those situations where it's very dicey because we don't know. We don't know because it only happened one way. Kaya nga curious ako sa take ni Larry na Navy mismo, active duty. I want to know because maybe Larry might have deeper insight. Story natin. Actually, marami tayong Reddit threads. Wait. Larry already talked about it. I wanna read Larry's insights here. Pero ito yung mga Reddit threads natin, chat. Look at how many we have. Memes pa lang. Ang dami, no? So these are all fresh. And we are gonna cover everything. Hopefully most of it, rather, tonight. Okay, here's what Larry says. Here's the thing. He, as in the ICE agent, can argue about it. But to be real, he pulled his pew-pew way before the woman even drove off. As part of the Navy, you never pull out your weapon, especially as most in the police should have a non-lethal weapon. They have tasers, gas, etc. Yun. I think absolved naman siya because the government is backing the agent up. So it's not so much what happened, because it already happened one way. Absuelto siya, right? The government, the White House is standing behind the ICE agent. And it's pretty silly how local government units around the US, iba-iba rin ang opinion dito. Especially in Minneapolis where he started cursing on the internet. The city mayor, di ba? Instead of pulling out your pew-pew, it's always use your non-lethal weapon, sabi ni Larry. As far as the government is concerned, he's basically safe. They are standing behind him. But public opinion is a different thing entirely. So, that's why it's a complicated issue. Because we would want it for it to be cut and dry. But the situation nung nangyari sa ICE agent and the incident in Minneapolis, it really was. It's not cut and dry as you would want it to be. Pao, the driver is driving. The driving machine. On our way home, sabi ni Mok. What's up, Mok? Yo, what's up, Pao? Welcome to the stream. Lemonade here has a good counter argument, Larry. Sabi ni Lemonade, non-lethal like what? A taser? Hindi raw yun tatagos sa sasakyan. I mean, the rule of thumb, right? The rule of thumb is that maximum tolerance before using anything lethal. The question is, did the ICE agent exercise maximum tolerance? And was it truly the only thing he could do at that moment? And I think dun nagkakaroon ng debate. Some people say yes, because if he did not pull out his weapon to de-escalate the situation, life niya ay magiging in danger. Some people say malayo malayo yung car, it wouldn't have been enough of it wasn't very clear na kung ano yung intentions ng driver. And masyadong maagang nag-act yung ICE agent. That's the other side. Wait, who Luigi is this? Is this Luigi? What's up, Luigi? Next time, just say hi, man. Yeah, keep up the good work. Oh, man, you should have come close. I would have said hi. Okay, last call for Raffle before we jump into some Reddit threads and some videos. Press 1. I agree. Anticipation and situational awareness are definitely crucial sa situation. We have Alan here. Very, very crucial to the situation yung ginawa ng agent, but the argument is masyadong maaga. There could have been other options that the agent could have used before using his lethal weapon. Yun yung naging argument eh. Yes, kaso... Yo, Fish Fiend, let's go. Like, if you watch the video, I mean, I barely saw the video. Only saw it from two angles. One angle looks as if malayo yung kotse sa agent. The other one is hindi naman mabilis na umaandar pa yung kotse. Got it, Mock. Pow. I'm not sure if we could watch the video though. Can we watch it? Hi, Manang. No! Manang, gusto mo ba sumali sa raffle? Maganda ang pa-raffle tonight. ICE operations is the American equivalent. Yeah, to an extent, LJ, I agree. I agree because with Tokhang, they created a very popular enemy, which is your typical substance abuser or substance seller. And then same with the ICE operations, they created a very popular common enemy, which are illegal immigrants. Same situation, right? Illegal immigrants, substance users, substance abusers, substance sellers, distributors, sinisira nila yung quality of life ng bansa. They're ruining people's lives, and they're going to be the downfall of our country. It's marketed in that way, and so they become enemy number one. But what's unfortunate is the way it's being handled. I think it's too... I think masyadong brutal. I think it deserves a little bit more finesse, a little more sophistication. Hindi yung literal brute force yung pag-atake ng mga common enemies na yun. So I don't know how it's gonna end up for the US. I don't live there. That's why at most I can only really talk about it from a spectator's perspective. Would be nice to learn more about it from people who might have better input, like Lemonade or Larry, diba? Okay, sasali daw si Manang Chat. Hindi natin makikita. So yeah, I agree with LJ's take there. MJ. Sorry, MJ. I don't mean to MJ. Yeah, MJ. Sorry, si MJ. Ito na. Wait, somebody here said when we started the stream that nagli-LinkedIn daw sila. Nakasagot na ba si Chromium kung ba't siya nagli-LinkedIn? Sabi ni Levy, I think an ICE spokeswoman got into an interview and said wala naman daw nagwang mali yung agent, and was subsequently shown footage of the White House raid way back nung Trump supporters. Oh my gosh! The agent was part of the Capitol raid? Yeah, I mean, like, if we are framing it from the way we understood Tokhang from a few years back, I think it's the same banana. To set an example, what do you mean, Lemonade? Can you explain that a little bit more? Okay, chat. As Lemonade is typing down his answer, let's look at a few Reddit threads here. Number 1. Let's talk about being rich for a bit. We can dream, right? 2026, the year of abundance. And if in case one day, no, not if, but when, chat, we all make it one day and we become rich, panoorin natin tong video na to para makakuha rin tayo ng sarili nating atake ng one day, when we become rich, tahimik lang pero there will be signs. Let's check this out.
Oh, Kuya Juan.
Yo, that's so random. Pinag-jackstone niya yung AirPods. I mean, as it is, I thought that usually, di ba yung mga mayayaman ganyan? Ang dami lang nilang AirPods. Di ba? Ito pa, AirPods Pro. AirPods. Diba? I mean, I know that of rich people. Whenever they lose their AirPods, they just buy new ones. Hassle sa kanila hanapin pa yung AirPods nila. So instead of going through that hassle, they just buy a new pair of AirPods. And then when they find their old pair, or when they find the missing piece, they'll be like, okay, cool, at least merong extra. And then next thing you know, they have like 7 AirPods. Because one is still missing. Ilan na ba AirPods mo, Caleb? Kaya kapag hindi na ako napunta dito sa stream, alam niyo na bakit. Ooh. Whoa, that is controversial, Levy. Oo nga, no? Sa Capital Raid, should they have used lethal force? They didn't though, right? Alam ko walang fatalities yun. Yung Capital Raid. Meron ba? I can't relate. And especially now with AirPods. AirPods have tracking. Or I think yung yung case lang yung may tracking. Stein? May tracking ba yung AirPods mismo? Yung left and right piece? Or yung case lang yung may tracking? Parang alam ko yung case lang yata eh. Monthsary ng credit cards. I love it. Chat, pay your dues. Case only. Well, there you go. So, hopefully we no longer have the need to buy new AirPods in the future. But again, when we get rich, chat, hindi lang AirPods ang bibilhin natin porket nawawala. Isama nyo na kahit mga AirPods Max, ganun. The dream, huh? Okay, another meme here for you, chat. Oh, let's because we are already talking about being rich. Chat, let's continue the dream for a bit here. Meron ako nakitang AMA dito na naging curious talaga ako. The AMA is about generational wealth. More specifically, the OP goes, I grew up with generational wealth. Ask me anything. And you already know, if when we all get rich in the future, chat, we need to know how it's like to be rich para yung mindset natin advance na. Pagdating natin doon, very natural yung transition. My family's financial stability goes back multiple generations. I've grown up with a level of security and access that I know isn't the norm. I'm open to answering questions honestly about what that's like, expectations, pressure, family dynamics, money boundaries, relationships, and how it affects identity and work ethic. I am so curious about this one, chat. I mean, it never gets old, right? Whenever we witness the life of the ultra wealthy, it's always so fascinating. Because of course, what's more common is the experience of either living the ordinary life or in situations like the Philippines na, again, di naman tayo mayaman na bansa, mas common syempre yung instances of poverty. So, every time nakakita natin yung buhay ng 0.1% or kahit man lang ng 1%, diba? It never ceases to fascinate me. That's why shows like Succession were very interesting. May nakapanood ba dito ng Succession? I have an unpopular opinion. Only season 1 was good. Everything was still so cool though. If you haven't watched this, watch it, chat. But basically, this is a TV series about an ultra-wealthy family. Basically, sila yung number 2 media company in the world. And itong patriarch nila, basically, gusto niya na maghanap ng magsasucceed sa kanya. Next in line. And itong family members niya, some of them anak niya, some of them in-laws, some of them pamangkin, basically sila yung nag-aagawan nung throne na yun. So, sobrang solid netong movie. Sobrang solid netong series na to. And again, what fascinated me with this one is it was a peep into their lifestyle. Oh, and you know what's cool? You know what's cool, chat? It's super ultra a peep into the ultra wealthy life. Not any one of these characters showed any branded logos. Like, nobody wore Gucci. Nobody wore Louis Vuitton or any of these Chanel or YSL or any of these brands that I don't know how to pronounce. None of them wore that. Because, again, pagdating sa buhay ng ultra wealthy, they wear the if you know kind of clothes na super mahal. They don't need to show everybody their wealth. They don't care about that. So what matters to them is that they know they're rich, and if you're rich, you'd know they're rich. Also, another fascinating thing about this TV series, not spoiler again, not one of them drove a sports car. Nobody drove a sports car or an exotic car. They were just always driving. They were just always being driven in black SUVs or they were always being chauffeured in whatever country they flew to, and usually in private, like 9 times out of 10 in private jets. So, kumbaga, I guess yun talaga yung buhay ng mayaman, di ba? You don't need to show anybody you're rich. You just know you're rich and you're okay with that. Puro SUVs, di ba? Or Benz. But that's not the point. The point is they're just always being chauffeured. They could be in the US or in any other country around the world, and they always have a driver. They always have access. They're always on the move or mobile. Galing. Always found it fascinating. And I know there are some fashion TikToks. May mga fashion TikToks that break down the clothes that they wear. And they basically, if I remember correctly, basically itong mga t-shirts, like literal t-shirts that they wear, cost upwards of $900 to $1,000 per piece. And it's just so cool how na break down yung fashion or yung wardrobe no mga characters ng show na to. No, it's wait, si Lemonade lumipat ng YouTube. Si Larry pumunta ng TikTok. I think they went on to the other platform. Feel free to converse, Larry and Lemonade. Keep it as 100 as you can, and just keep it respectful as well. Okay, let us move on, or rather move back to the AMA. Grew up with generational wealth. Ask me anything. This is gonna be so cool. Were you trained how to answer questions in a way that you seem like you give answers, but it is vague? Yes, but it still depends on the person I'm talking to. Well, mismo, ayan, no? Were you trained? Yeah. In a way that it seems like you give vague answers? Yeah, just like my answer right here. That's pretty vague. Still depends on the person. All your answers here are vague. I wonder from what field specifically your family's generational wealth came from. Do all wealthy families do media training? I think hindi. Depende lang sa mga nakakasalamuhan nila everyday. Have you ever listened to an interview of a CEO? Lalo na yung mga CEO netong 2010s and up. Chat, they literally know how to not answer a question. I remember watching this interview. Neil Mohan is the CEO of YouTube, okay? And I watched this entire 50-minute video of Neil Mohan being interviewed by a live streamer, Ludwig. And ang gaganda ng mga tanong ni Ludwig. The problem is, Neil Mohan just knew how to evade those questions by answering them without answering them. So that one was pretty frustrating. But it is what it is. They're trained in that way. They're trained in that way because they represent the company. And any answer that they give can potentially move stock prices. Very, very crucial that they are media trained. O, diba? Naging pasaway yan. Tingnan natin sa Q&A. John Cena. Okay, speaking of John Cena, I've had a very awkward relationship with being The Rock's fan. Growing up, big fan of The Rock. As I grew a little bit older, I've begun to realize how paunti-unti nang nakain ng sistema si The Rock. And everything really broke down for me when The Rock went into the Joe Rogan podcast. And literally in this podcast, okay, The Rock ends up answering all the questions without answering any question. Ang galing niya mag-deflect. He always goes, okay, I'll give my answer. This is my answer. Some vague answer here. A vague answer about that. How about you? What do you think about it? Parati niyang binabalik. Nakakaumay yung pag... like, I understand that celebrities as big as The Rock are very influential. And so any of their biases can move not just stock prices, but millions of people's opinions. But I hate it kapag wala silang opinion at all. And I wanted to know more about The Rock. I wanted to give him a chance, especially after that Oprah interview, right? Or that moment when they asked for donations when they were themselves billionaires and 100 millionaires. Sobrang naumay ako and I listened to this entire podcast. That was the last straw for me. These days, I am a fan of The Rock as an entertainer. No longer as the guy I idolized growing up, was all about grit and hard work and not ever quitting, that type of mentality. Wala eh. Totally ruined. Totally ruined when I watched this podcast. Is out of touch the correct word? I suppose, right? I suppose kapag that's one way to put it, kapag nakain ka na ng sistema, when you realize that your place in life becomes so influential that you're afraid to make a move that makes you lose all that influence and power. Pwedeng ganun? So, yeah, medyo sobrang na-disappoint ako. Sobrang na-disappoint ako dito sa podcast na to. John Cena, though, I don't agree with. John Cena, I don't agree with. Because literally, when John Cena went on a podcast and he was confronted about several hot topics, John Cena took accountability. And when on the topic about Vince McMahon, maganda yung sinabi ni John Cena. John Cena said, and this is perfectly normal, by the way, because, Vince McMahon, super controversial figure. Ang daming naglalabasang baho sa kanya recently, and John Cena being somebody that Vince McMahon worked closely with as the WWE grew. Syempre John Cena involved yan sa buhay ni Vince McMahon, 'di ba? Alam niya likely lahat ng sekreto, lahat ng kaguluhan ni Vince McMahon. John Cena openly said, I don't agree with the stuff that Vince McMahon did. But that but that doesn't make me. You know what? I don't want to butcher it. I don't want to put words in John Cena's mouth. Let's just watch it. John Cena, Vince McMahon. I remembered because I listened to the podcast very recently. I wonder if we're ever gonna find it here. Wala eh. Makikita ba natin sa transcript yun? John Cena, Vince McMahon. Here. John Cena and Vince McMahon. Here you go. This guy takes accountability. This guy takes accountability.
You got to start with the number one, without a doubt, Vince McMahon, who started this gangster shit and spread it around.
I would definitely have him.
It was a little...
Man,
yeah.
He would be great.
Yes.
Whatever magic you have out there, and you have a lot of gravity.
Do you think he'd be interested in doing it?
Are you kidding me? I think he would love it.
Really?
I think he would love it.
Okay.
I don't know when the right time is, but man, don't miss out on that.
I wonder if this is that part where basically sinabi ni John Cena, yun nga na Vince McMahon should be answerable to the actions that he did, but something whatever. Let's watch it.
At least send it out to the universe.
Yeah. Well, I would definitely. Vince, if you're listening.
Vince, if you're listening,
let's go.
I think this experience would be a great one for you.
Is he still involved? Is he out?
No,
is he
he's
in?
out.
Nah, that's not the quote I'm looking for exactly, Romeo. Kasi ayun, I don't agree with what he did, but I never saw it. He helped me and I love him. He was the father. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I think that is the quote I'm looking for.
He's out. He's out totally.
Yep.
It seems like he's the guy that'll be out for a little while, and then something will happen. They'll bring him back in.
No.
Well,
I don't know. Again, that's way. We were talking about why is your last event in this place? I'm like, man, because I don't choose the events. Like all that stuff is so far above me. But I know now he's out. In my eyes, I'd like to think that like time heals everything, and I believe in forgiveness. And
what I like about John Cena too is that whenever he gives an opinion, he makes it clear na galing sa kanya yung opinion na yun. Call it being media trained, and call it being somebody who knows where to draw the line para walang madamay na iba. But the way this guy answers, class act. I can't see anything wrong with the way he answers, and this entire interview, sobrang galing ni John Cena sumagot. Sobrang talino niyang tao. I mean, we're already halfway. Let's just finish the video para lang makita natin yung answer na hinahanap ko. Sana andito yun.
I also believe in looking at the body of work, but I also know there's a lot of fragile stuff going on there. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a hot subject. It could get us into another Chinese Taipei incident.
I've learned to become a little bit more accountable for what I say, and just because I feel a certain way about a person doesn't exonerate them from being accountable for their actions.
Right. Yon. That's it. Let's continue on from here.
Right.
And just because he did start quote unquote all this gangster shit, that doesn't mean he doesn't need to be accountable for his actions.
Right.
So let's figure out what that means, and then figure out if we can move forward and bring that back in the fold, or if it stays the way it is.
What do you think, Tony? Think he's coming back?
Diba? Yun. Ano yun? The way I feel about somebody does not exonerate him from being accountable to his actions. That's a real, genuine human experience. And that's something that oftentimes I can't put into words. Like, you know how I love my mom, or I love my sisters, I love my family, but they're just shit people. I don't mean that, by the way. I don't mean that. They're not shit. My family's great. But you know how may ganun tayong experiences. I love my cousin, but he's just a shit person. May mga ganun. And a lot of the times, nagkakaroon tayo ng cognitive dissonance. Or ako, nagkakaroon ng cognitive dissonance. Not really, like I love him, pero hindi ko gusto yung actions niya. I certainly adore him, pero bad trip yung ginawa niya. And that leads to a lot, that can lead to guilt at times. But then over time, I've learned that it's perfectly normal. I can totally love somebody, but still dislike what they did. I could still, like you know how you have grandparents that are borderline, you know, R-word. And that's just where they grew up. And you love them for who they are, and you love them for being your grandparents. But then you just don't like the way they're being are sometimes. You know? Yeah, so I like it. Sobrang solid. Yeah, I really like John Cena. Galing sumagot. Anyway, oh, you know, wait, one more. I know sobrang na-derail na tayo, and we're not even half past the first Reddit thread. You know who's also really good at being media trained pero comedy naman? You know who's also good at it? Has anybody seen that Kevin Hart interview? Kevin Hart interview. Yeah, that Kevin Hart interview by a lady. I think it was a black lady who interviewed Kevin Hart, and I think the lady asked some kind of hot question, and then, or I think parang niro-rage bait niya si Kevin Hart, and it's all under comedy. Pero sobrang galing sumagot ni Kevin Hart. Sobrang media trained. Kevin Hart media trained. I wonder if we can find it. This one. Kevin Hart Ziwis. Kevin Hart. Yeah, it's this one. Maybe it's this one? This short?
Your latest special is called Acting My Age.
Yes.
What year were you born?
1979.
Damn.
What is your fucking issue, man?
Wait, where is that? The meme callback. What? Here. Chat. Here, I found it, chat.
A gay son or a thought daughter? Would you rather have a gay son or a thought daughter?
I would rather have 2 healthy kids. Like, it doesn't matter to me. Two healthy children. And the fact that you have to, like, put them in those categories says a lot about who you are.
Oh, no, don't you dare!
Oh, I'm just telling you, I think the real problem is in the thinker, not the answerer. The thinker. Maybe you should just ponder on that for a second.
Which do you give less of a fuck about, gay rights or women's rights?
Well, first and foremost, rights are rights. You should care about them all. Everybody has a voice and everybody deserves to be heard. What I want to do is be a part of the change that the world desperately deserves and hopefully get us to a point where we're all on the same accord.
Sobrang galing sumagot, diba?
Yeah. Let's get this shit right.
Did you see that?
Would you rather have a gay son?
Like he was saying that he was reciting that from memory.
You should just ponder on that for a second.
Which do you give less of a fuck about, gay rights or women's rights?
Well, first and foremost, rights are rights. You should care about them all. Everybody has a voice and everybody deserves to be heard. What I want to do is be a part of the change.
That's such a good answer. That's such a good media-trained answer. Media-trained final boss si Kevin Hart. What I want to do is be part of the change
that the world desperately deserves and hopefully get us to a point where we're all on the same accord.
Oh, happy you're home. Galing, di ba? He knows exactly what to say. Well, how do you open up the comments here? There. Very PR answer. Oh, man. Okay. Let's go back finally to our Reddit thread. Totoo po ba yung sa pelikula na pag ayaw ng magulang sa karelasyon nyo, aalokan ng cheque na 1 million o ipapadala ka sa Amerika? Charot. Yes, that does happen in real life. Either they get paid to stay away or you will be brought to a different country. Are you required or encouraged to marry within the same socio-economic class? Not really, but there's a strong preference mostly around shared values, lifestyle, and understanding the responsibilities that come with the family rather than status alone. Where did your family wealth come from? Financial services and investments. What's your financial training management like at home? It was very hands-on and practical. We learned to budget early, save first before spending, and think long-term with investments like land or diversified stocks. Risk was approached cautiously, and we were taught to avoid gambling, bad debt, and unnecessary lifestyle upgrades. Also from generational wealth. On our side, rule is to only spend the interest. Wow! Very rare should capital be touched. What? Can you imagine, chat? Can you imagine being so rich na interest lang yung ginagalaw mo? What's the highest yielding interest that's accessible to us right now? 6% per annum? Before taxes? Ano yung Pag-ibig MP2? That one is tax-free. Results? Pag-ibig MP2 performance 2024. 6.6% and 7.1%. Tax-free. Chat, 7.1% tax-free. Can you imagine living the lifestyles they do and only living on about that much, 7%? Let's play around for a bit, okay? What do you think is their monthly expense? Paglaruan lang natin to. Paglaruan lang natin to for a bit, chat. For hire ka po. Come on, man. You know better to ask. You know better than to ask stuff like that online. I would say maybe because they're ultra wealthy, they probably spend 500K a month. Would you say that's a lot? $10,000? $10,000 a month? Or onti lang yun because only 120K. Let's say they're super duper rich, right? Like they spend maybe $1 million a month. Okay? That's fair. Ultra rich, $1 million pesos a month. And that's only 7% kasi interest lang yung ginagalaw nila. So what is if interest is only 7%, 1 million divided by 7%. Ibig sabihin yung 14,285,000. That's tiny. That's tiny. Oh no, for a year though. For a year, right? So times 12, 120 million. 120 million. There you go. Now we're talking. 1,714,285,714. That's tiny. That's tiny. We literally have USD billionaires in the Philippines. Anyway, either way, I guess when you're super rich, you really just can live on interest. It's 1K to 2K a month at most. What do you mean? 1K to 2K a month? Even in dollars? I'm curious. Monthly. I mean, do we even have data on this? Monthly expenses. Let's say, who's a public figure that we will likely have access to? Jeff Bezos. Oh, this is another cool question. Do Jeff Bezos and Taylor Swift functionally have the same day-to-day spending power? But the amount of that is realistically available to them in liquid assets and much less. Anyway, we're straying too far away in at this point. Big question. If it is a generational thing, I'm assuming wealth will be spread like an umbrella, right? How is that distributed? And how does one become eligible? Plus, do you guys also practice the no in-laws involved in business? Within each generation, it's generally distributed equally among the children rather than to one person. Not everyone is equally involved in the business side. The no in-laws involved rule is very real. It's not personal though. It's mostly about reducing emotional complexity, conflicts of interest, since money tends to make things messier. Pang ilang generation ka, and how does your family plan to sustain the intergenerational wealth? 4th generation. Wow! If you're 4th generation, that means your grandparents were likely born either in the early 1900s or early 1900s, 4th generation, right? Tama, di ba? Lalo na kung bata ka pa, pwedeng late 1890s to early 1900s if 4th generation. Magano baon mo ng elementary ka pa? Di ka ba nanilibre kasi mayaman na kayo? I always brought packed lunch. How do your family members protect their wealth when marriage is impending? Mostly through prenups and keeping the business within the family. What are your thoughts on prenups, chat? Yay or nay? Pagdating sa prenups, yay or nay? I wonder if there is a question about taxes. Why nay? Walang tax. Walang question on tax. Nay for lemonade, prenups. 125k per month? Oh yeah, more pa. More pa for sure, Romeo. Bahay pa lang nila eh. Bahay pa lang nila, diba? Like, the upkeep of their houses, especially if they have multiple. I mean, if they own private jets, maintenance din nun. Cars nila. I mean, they literally have the same bills we do. Just exponentially more obscene. They have car bills, they have electricity bills, water bills, except sa kanila across dozens of properties. Yay for prenup, yay rin for asset preservation, sabi ni Lirio. Should be mandatory, yes for prenup. What's mostly discreet, Lemonade? What do you mean by mostly discreet? Will you be friends with someone not at your level? Yes. As long as there's mutual respect and the relationship isn't transactional. Are you happy? Mostly, yes, but not because of money. That part just removes certain stresses. Wala akong balak mag-asawa, sabi ni Chromium. Ako rin, personally, I am a fan of prenups ever since pinapanood sa akin ni Ali Orts yung isang video about this influencer talking about prenups. And the gist of it is that there's nothing to be afraid of when it comes to prenups if you know you love the person. Because if you love the person, Ba't ka takot sa prenup? Ba't ka galit sa prenup? Di naman kayo magbe-break, di ba? Lalo na kung mahal nyo yung isa't isa and that you are committed to each other and that you're gonna work through all your troubles. What's there to be afraid of pagdating sa prenup? So, I like that I like that line of reasoning. I know it's not going to be the same for everybody. But when the way it was said, the way it was phrased, naging convinced ako that prenups are there for good. Like, are there for good things. Same with Levy, G rin siya sa mga prenup. Last question na to. And then let's move on. Have you ever felt guilty for having such a comfortable life while the majority of Filipino people are struggling due to financial problems? Yes. Especially living in the Philippines where inequality is very visible. I don't think guilt alone is useful, but awareness is necessary. Our family consistently donates, supports community programs, and provides free education and scholarships. That doesn't cancel out privilege, but it's part of how the family tries to give back in a real, ongoing way rather than to one charity. Nice. Okay. More Reddit threads. Oh, before we go on, any new names? Before we talk about more news, more stuff, I wanna talk about something that's more recent, more of a PSA as well. Jolly Pot Dog. All right. Hey. Wag mag-aaway-aaway sa comments. Keep it civil. I know it's a sensitive topic, especially because it involves lives and that the nature of it is just very, very inflammatory. But try to keep your cool, okay? And let cooler heads prevail. Yeah. John Ray, got you. Okay, next question. Let's do a PSA first. Nakita nyo ba to? Title of this Reddit thread: Nahihirapan na ako huminga. Kelot na nagyosi sa tagig, dinaganan, pinosasan. Ano yung sabihin ng kelot? Kelot? Tolek? Lot? Kelotek? Ano yung sabihin ng kelot, chat? Kelot na nagyosi sa tagig, dinaganan, pinosasan. Nahihirapan na ako huminga isn't a very good thing to say or a very good thing to hear when somebody is being arrested, because it's very it reminds us of very traumatic events in the US. George Floyd, no? Yeah, I can't breathe. A man or a guy. Okay, got it. Thank you for that, LJ.
Oh, mag-report ka.
Nahirapan na ako huminga, sir. Nakabidyo ka doon. Nahirapan na ako huminga. Nahirapan na ako huminga, sir.
Nahirapan kung hindi ka sumusunod kayo, di ba?
Nahirapan na ako huminga, sir.
Ha? Pero sir, nahirapan na sir.
Nahirapan na ako huminga.
Bayos ka.
Hindi nyo, sir.
Baka may ano sir.
Sir, nahirapan na ako huminga.
Sir, nahirapan huminga, sir. Di kita sinasakal. Di kita sinasakal. Di ko yan sinasakal.
Pangalan nyo.
Hawak-hawak ko to. Di ko sinasakal. Pinamaganda yan. Hawakan nyo na lang na maayos, sir. Ano?
Ba't nyo ko puputasan, sir?
Dumaan yun. Ganyan na ka pa eh.
Kanina ka pa eh. Sir, nahirapan na ako huminga.
Di maganda yung ginagawa nyo. Grabe, brother. Sir, wala mo na yung ginawa niya.
Kayo pa mag-aaral.
Oo nga, sir.
Eh, pinapalabas kita. Ayaw mo pa lumabas.
Isa po post. Babae. Babae.
Oo, mabigay ko sa'yo mamaya. Makakarating yan kung hanap kung saan.
Pangalan ko?
Pwede ka mag-video sir, huwag mo i-post ha.
Gusto mo eh.
Ha, huwag mo i-post. Nakita yung mga mukha namin dyan sir.
Ikaw nakaposas na ako sir. Oo, huwag kang umano.
Simple nga, hindi lang.
Pinapakalma kayo.
Nahirapan na ako huminga.
I have no solid opinion here because I can't actually see everything. But based on the if you want to compare this to the George Floyd incident, it's very far from it. There's no knee on the back. There's no position where talagang dinaganan siya. It kind of just looks like he's in a vulnerable position. And yun na nga, dahil nag-yosi, adrenaline, and probably just general health, in this position, nahihirapan lang talaga siya huminga. Which doesn't erase the risk for anything more serious. Okay, but good news here is that nung sinabi naman na nahihirapan siya huminga, niluwagan and dumating din yung ibang enforcers to reassess and readjust the situation. You want a gut on top of me, but not in that way. Okay. Nag-viral lang isang video kung saan makikita ang isang lalaki na dinaganan at pinusasan ng mga miyembro ng Smoke-Free Task Force sa Taguig City. Ang lalaki ay nahuling di umanong naninigarilyo at mapapanood sa video na nahihirapan na umanong makahinga ang lalaki. Ayon sa isang miyembro ng task force, hindi mahihirapan ang umano'y violator kung sumusunod ito. Depensa ng miyembro ng task force, hindi niya sinasakal ang lalaki at hawak lang umano niya ito. Makikitang pinusasan ng lalaki at saka binitawan. I agree. I agree, chat. Look at the way it's just in a... Hindi naman niya sinasakal, eh. Look at the position, chat. But again, hard to see. So I can't agree fully. Ang importante, nobody was hurt. Yossi pa more. That's what low-key, yun din yung iniisip ko. Kaya nga sinasabi ko, di ba? He's in a vulnerable position. And yun na nga, as a smoker, probably not the fittest also. Kaya nahirapan siya huminga. George Floyd Tagalog in 2026 is wild. Public service at public area pero di raw pwede mag-post. Mas nauna pang natakot masira ang image. Yan pa lang alam mo na abusado tong mga to. Ang totoong walang ginagawang masama, di matatakot ipakita ang kanilang public service. What do you think, chat? What do you think here? It's hard to tell based from this angle. I don't think he's putting too much weight. I think hindi lang makahinga yung guy because of the situation that he's in. And again, just glad na hindi siya nag-escalate. Yung chest niya naipit. Ooh. Again, I can't tell. I'm not... maybe you would know more. Yeah, kaya nga hindi rin siya excuse to not take it seriously. Pag sinabi hindi na nakakahinga. Yung kamay niya nakapang-yosi po. Yossi position. Anywho. I've seen it. I want to see how the story develops. Wala pa tong update. Yeah, the situation. Adrenaline. Diba? And yun na nga, in a prone position where naiipit yung chest. Many reasons why hindi siya pwedeng makahinga or makahinga at this angle. Alright, something more chill for now muna. Something chill. How about this? I took a picture. I've been digging. I took a picture PH lately. Ang ganda nung aura nung subreddit na to. So if you're curious, if you're on the lookout for a subreddit na local na light lang yung vibes, I took a picture PH. Very good vibes lately. I know politics is important, but sometimes we do need to take a break from it. And again, I took a picture PH, sobrang G. That's why I also want to talk about this one. I took a picture of my mini balcony garden. First thought I had in mind is, dang, I would be afraid to let my cat out. I know cats are very aware of their surroundings. They have a good gauge of height and depth. But I would still be deathly afraid na ilabas yung pusa ko sa balcony. I'm not the owner though. The owner would know their cat much better. So I'm speaking from my POV only and my perspective. Well, ang ganda, no? Ang light lang. Okay, sure. Piniksyon mo yung balcony mo. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for sharing. It looks great and you look happy. Diba? And it's certainly also pleasing to the eyes. Especially since here in Metro Manila, chat, air quality isn't that good. Sobrang pangit na air. I think there's like an air quality index. Air quality Metro Manila areas. I think it's this one. May air quality. Meron ako nakita air quality na map sa Metro Manila. And basically, it doesn't matter where you are in Metro Manila. For the most part, chat, we're all cooked. Kaya necessary ang plants, air purifiers in your, especially if you live in condominiums and in commercial areas. Nakita mo yung ECQ, Lirio? Yung map? Okay, what else is here? Cozy. What do you do po when it rains? Would really like to know. Yung sa sofa ba, waterproof talaga material niyan from IKEA. Tinatanggal ko lang yung throw pillow saka yung sapin na nilagay ko pag malakas ulan. Yeah. Saya. Not a big fan of balconies though. In general, pagdating sa condo, sure pag hotel, pero pagdating sa condo, I feel like a balcony ends up being tambakan. Or it ends up being the place where you would put all the boxes of your appliances. Or big items that you only use seasonally. Nagiging pantry siya. So, generally speaking, not a fan of balconies. Hey, Levy, that's when you know. That's when you know the air quality is good. Kasi nag-erase ng yung area kung nasaan ka, kaya magpalaki ng mga animals. Because if you try to grow animals here in Metro Manila, they'll probably die before they hit kindergarten. Yun lang, wag sana sa air, no? May particles nung tae ng baka. Then again, that's what smell is. Literally small particles. Just imagine that for a second, chat. Every time, and this is just the way we live life, okay? Every time naaamoy mo yung kaibigan mong umutot at sobrang baho nung utot niya, just imagine for a second that the reality of the situation here is kung ano man yung laman sa loob nung anus niya, lumabas, pumunta sa air, yung particles na yun, and literal pumasok sa katawan mo. Yup. Like, it's scent. It's scent. Right? That's why keep your mouth closed, right? That's the best you can do in that situation. Keep your mouth closed and make sure you breathe from your nose. At best, you have your nose hairs fighting for you. I'm sorry sa mga nagdi-dinner. But that's just a fact of life. Okay? Like if naamoy mo yung tae ng baka, Levi, that's literal shit going into your nose. I'm sorry. All right, we're moving on. We're moving on. Ano lang, pampagood vibes na lang ulit. Another I took a picture PH photo. Again, good vibes. I took a picture PH of saging na nasa likod ng kotse. How about that? Okay? Saging na nasa likod ng kotse. Anybody know context to this? Ano tong nasa taas? What website is this? .com.ph? It's art? Right. Duct tape banana. Yeah, there you go. Comedian is a 2019 artwork by the Italian artist Maurizio Cattelan. Created in an edition of 3, it appears as a fresh banana duct taped to a wall. As a work of conceptual art, it consists of a certificate of authenticity with detailed diagrams and instructions for its proper display. Number 2 of the limited edition of 3 was sold to the cryptocurrency entrepreneur Justin Sun. Wait, this is the guy who created the Twitch, Justin Sun? Oh no, I'm wrong. Soon afterward, he ate the banana on stage, comparing it to a crypto asset and saying, "The real value is the concept itself." Wow! What a flex! What a flex! He bought it for $6 million and then ate the banana. Sun also stated that he would buy 100,000 bananas from the street vendor that sold the banana used in the artwork. The piece and another example had previously sold for $120K at Art Basel Miami Beach, show significant media attention. The third edition was donated to the Guggenheim Museum. Para saan po yung saging? It's modern art. Careful, that tailgate now costs 9 million USD. Banana to compare the size. Yeah. Okay. Not much to it. Not much to it. Especially since na-decode nyo na chat ka agad. Okay, story time. Meron ako nakitang story time. And then we'll ask for more people to join our raffle. I found a funny story. I have it saved over here. Ito. Nakita ko na. The title of the thread here is Binago na ng pera ang aso ko. It's not every day you read something like this. Most of the time, it's people, right? It's people who change because of money. This time around, Anika Gomez. Banana ni Richard Gomez. Masarap saging ni Gomez. Let me make sure I search that off air. Saging ni Richard Gomez. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This is familiar, but we can't show it on stream. Yeah, I know, it's a trap. That's why. I'm smarter now. I'm smarter. No more Googling Angela White on stream. My beagle dog grew up poor. She lived a life with no luxuries. She never had those toy plushies growing up. Her idea of a good time was chewing my shoes or slippers or basically any object na nakakalat sa sahig namin. Her food is yung kinikilo na dog food sa palengke. As a broke student, all I could give her was my love and care. Nung bumalik na ako sa school, wala na mag-aalaga sa kanya. Gabi na ako nakakauwi. Ganun din si Papa because of work. I had no choice but ipa-adopt siya sa ate ko para hindi siya nag-iisa at kawawa. Little did I know, it's the start of her social climber era. Sa bahay ng ate ko, she has her own bed. premium grain foods, plushy toys, she gets pet grooming monthly, and she sleeps in a room with AC. Pero ang nakakagigil, whenever I visit her now, tinatahol-tahulan niya na lang ako like I am some random stranger. I know I'm poor, but damn. Huwag mo naman ako ikahiya. Remind lang kita na aw-aw pa rin ang tahol mo, hindi arf-arf. So huwag kang attitude. Like, bumisita ako again today, tapos I brought Jollibee chicken. Yung tira ko, para ipakain sa kanya. She just smelled it. Lumayo sa akin, umupo sa bed niya, saka ako inirapan and huminga ng malalim. Girl, excuse me? Kanin with sabaw ng Lucky Me noodles lang ulam niya before, pero sarap na siya. Tapos si ate ko, pinilitan pa ang name niya. Teka, what? I think it's about to get personal. What? From Bella to Ruby. Sobrang bad bitch naman na akala mo maghihigante kasi inabandon ako. Hindi ko naman in-expect na pati aso nagbabago ang ugali kapag nakatikim ng yaman. Money really changes everyone. Even dogs. Napakamata pobre, akala mo old money siya. But seriously, it makes me happy that she's spoiled and lives a comfortable life now. It's an achievement seeing your baby na nasa mabuting kalagayan. Pero sige lang, itakwil mo ko. Ipagpalit mo ang lahat ng pinagsamahan natin sa marangyang buhay. Magpakasasa ka sa yaman ng ate ko dahil sa bakasyon, kakain ka ulit ng kibble at Lucky Me noodles. I like this. I like this story. It's very wholesome. Very wholesome. Ramdam niya lang yung inis niya. Pero at the same time, thankful siya sa ate niya. Yeah, I've seen this. Yung kay Richard Gomez Romeo. I just can't show it on stream. We might get ended. Baka naman Ruby meant thank you, but I don't eat tira-tira anymore, respectfully. Yeah, mahal ang pets. I think it was in the mid-2010s that there was a study where working class people pay as much for their pets as much as they would for their kids. Because there's grooming, there's clothes and strollers and toys and vet visits. Kumbaga, there's just a large amount of money being poured into the pet industry. This is, hey, there you go. This is peak casual PH. These posts should define this sub. Casual nga eh. Hindi ito off my chest or chika PH. Hindi ko alam bakit parang ang kinakampihan ko si Ruby. I did not even empathize with you. Natawa lang ako. Hey, I like this. You deserve what you tolerate. Is this Levy commenting here? That was very witty. Okay. That was good. Very light. Yeah, magastos talaga. Magastos talaga ang pets. Even the emotional labor or investment that you put into caring for a pet, super mahal. Super taas, rather. Okay, another Reddit thread. Okay, this time a question for you, chat. Oh, wait. More names here. More names para sa ating raffle tonight. If your name isn't on the list, let it be known. Let it be known because we will be spinning the wheel not too long from now. Ilang taon na MJ? Diba? Truth, LJ. Para na lang din nag-anak. Lemonade, you gotta be here on YouTube. Diba pinasok mo yung YouTube account mo? That might be good enough. Ito ang ipararaffle natin tonight. Winner gets to choose between these two prizes. An Edifier speaker. Or this premium corporate gym travel bag. Got it. All right, Lemonade, I got you. Lemonade. Ang alam ko nga ang expense for a car, may nag-breakdown na nun sa Cars PH. Parang lumalabas 20K a year. Na all, baby. Let's go, Levy. All right, a question for you, chat. Tipid tips. So we've gone from talking about the rich to talking about rich dogs. Doon naman tayo sa papaano tayo yayaman lahat. Tipid tips, chat. Ano ang mga life-saving tipid tips ninyo? Oh, it's Zach. Chat, Zach is in the building. Hold on. Si Yel din pala. Yo, Yel! Is this Yel? As in, Yel yung boss ko? Is this Yel as in yung boss ko sa trabaho? Sa Enervon? Is this such a familiar name? Yeah! Yung boss ko! It's Yel! What's up, Yel? Kaya magjowa kayo nung may kotse na tapos willing maging pet for you. Oh! Okay! Good thing I didn't read that. It was from Mock. Diba? Diba parang BYD yata yung binili mong kotse, no, MJ? BYD na Sea Lion? Okay, let's just make sure na Yel V ito. Baka pumasok si Yel A eh. Yeah. Hi, baby Zach. Okay, let's move on. Tipid tips. Doon naman tayo sa kabilang banda. Ano ang mga life-saving tipid tips ninyo? Apart from not getting a pet and probably not getting a car until you can afford it. Sa akin, tig 8 pieces na black and white shirt. Less hassle sa pag-iisip kung anong susuotin kahit saan magpunta. That's a good tip. That's a good tip. The reason, and that's exactly why I fell in love with brands that are known for not having print on their clothes. Before there was Uniqlo, chat, there was Giordano. Before there was Giordano, there was Giordano. There was. What is Gap a fair answer? There was Gap. Before there was Gap, there was Bench. And before they all got printy, they were also all plain. So, big fan ako ng plain shirts because hindi siya stress ulit-ulitin because nagpapalit-palit naman sila, but it's not unique enough for, at least in the way that I cared about it, it's not unique enough for people to think that I'm repeating my clothes, even though I am. Because again, I only have a few colored shirts. Back then, now medyo nakaluwag-luwag na ng onti. Nakakasuot na tayo ng iba-ibang t-shirts sa stream. Iba-iba na ang stream uniform natin. Mostly still the same though. Okay, tips chat. Life-saving tipid tips. That's a good one, sabi ni Rex. Always magluto at kumain sa bahay. Yeah, that's so true. That's so true. I think the only time cooking your own food at home will be seen as more expensive would be the day na yung rate mo per hour is just so expensive that you are better off buying food. What do I mean by that? Let's say ano ka na, hindi ka na like you're beyond the confines of your 8-hour workday. You're probably now a manager and now you have no overtime. Okay, so as I was saying, let's say yung rate mo per hour nasa 10,000 pesos per hour, ganyan. Yung 1 hour na nagluto ka ng pagkain is better off just being spent at ordering food than cooking food. Unless, of course, there are other things you can factor in that are priceless, like the joy that cooking brings you, or yung therapy, your quiet time, alone time, cooking food. Those things are priceless. But generally, yeah, that's a lesson I had to learn the hard way, chat. Home prepped food is far cheaper than ordering out because those things stack up really fast. Not getting a kid, isa pa yun. Not getting a kid, it's very expensive. And also, again, I think it's not just a financial thing. It's also the emotional investment that you have to put in. Yeah, one has to be very ready to take care of a kid because it's tough to call it an investment because an investment means my ROI, right? And it kind of like there's a fine line between that definition of okay, it brings me joy also, it gives me joy back as an ROI, and the ROI na one day sila rin yung magiging retirement plan ko, which is of course the wrong idea. But a kid, once you pop one out, that's lifetime. That's a lifetime commitment. So, I'm on the side where kailangan maging ready talaga na magkaanak. Of course, sometimes, you know, kids just are given to us by the grace of God and that it happens. But if one can help it, I would prefer, if I could help it, I would prefer being ready. Physical too. Physical too. Like financial is just the top of the funnel, right? Or top of the iceberg, tip of the iceberg. There's emotional, physical. Yung ano lang dito, the one thing that gets me though. The one thing that gets me is that I have friends who have kids. I have titos and titas who of course have kids. The one thing they all commonly say, despite their early beginnings na nahihirapan sila nung simula because maybe they weren't ready yet. Again, blinis lang sila na magkaroon ng anak, not necessarily at the time that they wanted to. But then eventually they got over it. They were able to work their way up and take care of their kid properly. All of them say one thing, and it gets into my head all the time. So I could say all these, kailangan handa, kailangan prepared tayo. But whenever they tell me this, wala akong like, I end up not exactly feeling guilty, but I end up thinking too much about it. They say, they oftentimes, actually always, they always say they wish they had kids earlier. Come on, man. How like it's silly, right? Because this statement comes from parents na kapag nagkaroon ng kids way too early or at the right time or too late in life. They all say the same thing. They all wish they had kids earlier. And I think it has a lot to do with being young while your kids are still being young, even though your kids are already grown, and not being too old when your kids are grown. So that gets in my head, right? Because I want to be a senior and still have like have a kid that's half my age, I guess. But that's not gonna happen now. Oh, but about the 3 kids that I have, pinamigay ko na. Because they can. Ibang-iba. No, I'm talking about even friends. Even friends who've had kids na hindi sila ready nung simula. Oh yeah, not for the weak. That's why nga, if I could help it, di talaga ako muna mag-aanak eh. Pero yeah, that's what gets into my head. Whether masyado silang early nagka-kids, hindi nila pinaplano magka-kids, or they had it at the right time, or too late in their lives. They often say, I wish I had them earlier. Why, man? Why? And you know, it plays it wala, nagiging ano siya in my head, nagiging it derails any kind of logical thinking that I have. Oh no, MJ, what? What do you mean, MJ? Hey, Chad, you remember that one time we looked at the nutrition facts of sperm? Just so you know, a tablespoon yeah. Pwede. I mean, I understand that too, Lirio, na later in your life, mas busy ka na, or less energy. So, I don't know, man. How many kids you guys want? How many kids you guys want, chat? None for Levy. Okay, fair answer. 0 is also a fair answer, by the way, chat. 0 for Chromium. Maybe 2 palak for Levy. Yeah, I hear that too, Levy. I hear that too, Pao. A lot of the time, my guy friends say that they've thought they've had purpose in life until nagkaroon sila ng anak. And then that defined their real purpose. So, I don't know. It's fascinating. It's like it's almost hardwired into our systems na kapag nagkaanak tayo, life just changes. For the better, hopefully. Because I mean, there are shit parents out there and, you know, we don't want them. Sabi ni Romeo, none. Chromium, 0. How many kids do I want? Well, apart from the 3 that I already have, I want 2. I want twins. Para tapos na, right? Let's just get this over with. Rip the band-aid. I'll be poor for the next 15 years of my life. But at least after that tapos na. Yeah, diba? That's another one, Lirio. Or that you're raising a kid. I don't know. You're right, Lirio. Kapag na-promote na mataas, baka pwede ng another one, sabi ni Yel. Sana Yel ma-promote. Sana ikaw na yung maging boss. Sana ikaw na yung maging pinaka-boss. How old's your kid, Yel? Gusto ko na lang maging mayamang tito. Ooh. Can you be part of my family in the future, Chromium? Tigi-isa panay panganay. Yeah, let's go. Jolly pot dog. The way that you think, man. I don't know if it's I don't know if you're thinking like a boss or I'm just being toxic here. Yeah, my family has history of twins. Maternal side, which is telling, right? So, may chance magka-twins, but not the biggest chance. What are German measles? Chat, get well soon. Ephemeros. Entering the year with German measles. Might change in 5 years. Why 5? Why so specific, Mock? Half a decade, parang long term lang. Yeah, wala. Infinite energy yan, Noel. Tapos isang mode lang yung alam niya. Fast. Yung 3-year-old na boy di marunong maglakad. They only know run. I remember when Zach was 3. Ang sabi ni MJ? A switch will flip in your brain when you have a kid. Lumalabas yung parenting instinct mo. Ooh, good insight from LJ. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, they say that, I mean, this is a topic from a long time ago, but I think there are 3 reasons why millennials are having less kids than previous generations. One is the obvious, yung economical aspect. The other is trauma. The third one, I forget. So, medyo useless yung sinabi ko, no? But basically, economical, as in pera, trauma because of the way we were raised, that we don't want to pass on anymore. The third, I forget. The third reason I forget kung bakit less and less kids ang millennials. Oh naman, enervon talaga everyday. Galing, no? Di sila napapagod. I would argue, Romeo, that it's probably... You can tell, but oftentimes, pwede rin magkamali. Because minsan yung mga walang... I mean, sorry for the word. I don't mean to say it in such a crass way. Pero minsan yung mga hopeless pa na tao na pag nagkaanak, sila pa yung nagbabago yung buhay. Like complete 180 and it just changes the trajectory of their lives. Hopefully, I mean sana naman hindi nila kinailangan mag-anak para lang magbago ng buhay. But there are individuals like that. I know of one. Ano siya? Teenage parent. Like when we were in high school, naging parent siya. And knowing that person, nag-iba yung buhay niya for sure. And that's just one instance. Could be many more. And pretty sure it's a lot more common than we think. Teka lang. Tipid tips, chat. Tipid tips. Stop using credit cards. Stop using credit cards the wrong way, I think, right? Practice situational awareness. Avoiding trouble is always better than getting out of it. True. Huwag mainggit, huwag magkumpara. Whoa, this is good. Yeah, that's a good third reason. I really forget what the third reason is. Could be aspirations. Maybe because also we have access, so much more access now to worldly things na we know having a kid might delay us from experiencing those. Could be. Nakamute ba ako? Hindi. I like what you did there, Caleb. Chat, 2026. Magtipid na tayo, please. Please. Oh, this is a good hack. a tumbler for as long as you don't go down the rabbit hole of buying multiple reusable tumblers is a good hack because bottled water is very expensive. So I would suggest that, chat. I have been using the same tumbler. Shout out Whale. I have been using the same tumbler since 2020. The only exception is the lid. Pinilitan ko na yung lid because it came to a point where naluma na talaga siya and nagkaroon na ng grime yung lid na hindi na natatanggal. So, I had to replace that. But again, I've been using the same tumbler in stream for the last 6 years. So, I'm very proud of that. Again, for as long as you don't go down the rabbit hole of collecting tumblers of every shape and size and color, I think tumblers are one of the better ways to not only save money, but also get yourself hydrated. Yeah, ang alam ko, may threshold. I think you have to use your tumbler 2,000 times. Parang ganun yata, or 200 times. You have to use your tumbler a certain number of times before magiging net neutral yung carbon output mo. We can ask our best friend for that. How many times should I reuse my reusable stainless double-walled tumbler before I can consider it economically environmentally friendly to purchase another one? Parang may break-even nga talaga na use it. Again, I forget if it's either 200 or 2,000. 300 uses. There you go. 100 to 300 uses, chat. Yeah, I know. That's the thing. That's why I hate capitalism. Isn't the point of this, hindi ba ito yung pinaglaban nating mga millennials? Sabi natin, no, we hate companies with their plastic bottles. Buy your reusable tumbler to save the planet. And then ang ginawa natin, bumili tayo ng sobrang daming tumbler. So, 100 to 300 uses. Based on this, not fact, ChatGPT lang to, 100 to 300 uses para lang mag-break even and hindi tayo nagsayang, right? Man. With mine, I forget what the problem with mine was. Kung gasket lang yung sira or talagang hindi na matanggal. Like look at this part. Like, I'm not gonna show you this part. It may or may not look very clean. Pero parang hindi na natatanggal yung whatever sa gitna. So anyway, tipid tips, dali raw, sabi ni Steffi. Mura daw tuna dun. You can buy, I don't want to say this, but magagalit sa akin si Yel. As in Yel A, not Yel V. I think I've said it in stream before though. Sabi ni Yel A, mura, sa atin lang to, chat ah. Mura ang century tuna sa Dali. Skip dinner once a week. Add to cart mo lang yung gusto mo. If after a week or two gusto mo pa rin siya, tsaka mo siya bilhin. Never buy a want kung wala kang pera na 3 times amount ng want na yun. God! And then they say, there's also another saying, if you can't buy it with cash twice, you can't afford it. And I'm like, then I can't afford anything. Good one, LJ. Alright, chat. Let's get to this. mag-wheel of names na tayo. Last call. Last call. I'm arranging this alphabetically. Okay. Last call. I'm gonna arrange this alphabetically so that if your name is not yet on the wheel, pwede kayong sumali. Got you, Akiko. Akiko. CJ is also here. Aring Ray. Let's put you here, Paring Ray. Okay, Paring Ray. Also a reminder, chat, tomorrow's stream will be an IRL stream. It will start at around 4:30 p.m. Magmamuay tayo kami ni Kevin. And Levy will be joining us as Mr. Camera Operator. So, if you're not doing anything, if you can make time, please drop by the stream. 4:30 to 6:30 Muay Thai stream siya. +30 tumblers is crazy though, Mock. Nice. Alam niyo ba iba na yung design ng Aqua Flask? Okay, that's not the best thing to say because I just told you that hindi nga magandang idea yun. But chat, all I want to say is bago na ang design ng mga Aqua Flask. They've now there's now a new meta for the way they look. Whereas before, there you go, new regular flask. Look at how the flasks look like now. Let's pick a common color. That you can see on screen. There you go. Ito na yung bagong meta. Ito na yung bagong meta ng flasks. And I honestly think it looks cool. Am I gonna get one? I don't think so. I don't think so because, again, I don't think I've reused my tumblers enough. But if I were to be gifted one, I mean, I'm not gonna say no to it. Oh, ganda nung gray. Graphite. Look at graphite, chat. Quench, the one with the handle. Quench. Aqua Flask. Oh, this one. Cash. Yeah, kasi yung I see what you mean. Cash sa mga kotse tong Quench Aqua Flask. I have hand wraps. So, nagdala naman na ako dun, Romeo. Train my calves. Don't worry. My calves are equipped to handle these types of situations. Man, Aqua Flask is such a good brand. Local lang sila, di ba? I know they're local. Are they local? Is Aqua Flask Filipino brand? Yeah. Sobrang galing. By the way, parang ano yata, may nag-costing ng mga double-walled tumblers and it's far less than what you think. The expense is really them buying it in bulk. Yeah, local sila. So, very nice to support local. Especially since if you own an Aqua Flask, chat, you would know how durable they really are. High quality also. And always a good gift idea. I regret saying that it's not a good gift idea. Unless you know na yung pagbibigyan nyo ng Aqua Flask, wala pang tumbler. Okay, because if they have like 10 tumblers, another aqua flask added to their collection might not be the best thing. Okay, more names. While I just arrange something here. More names, more names. Last call na to. Tayo ay magpapaspin na. Okay, recycle the aqua flask gift if marami na. Or yeah, how would you recycle an aqua flask? I'm curious. Hindi siya kasama. She's not gonna... She has a dental appointment tomorrow. Gawing taniman. Pwede. Pero, I guess pwede, ano? I mean, that might be the only purpose for it at this point. Alright, may sasali pa ba, chat? Alright, got it. Alright, I think that's it. May sasali pa ba? Ito na yata yun. How about over at Twitch? Smooth Peanut Pupper, Chalk, Lirio. Anybody here? Ah, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Anybody here joining the raffle on the Twitch land? Yung akin nga may barag na yung aqua flask ko pero I think it's still useful. Alright, SWG. Got it. And lastly, Fish Fiend. Fish Fiend, you're already here. Yeah, got you, SWG. Kat, if you want to join, you have to come over here to YouTube. Same username, CI Benipayo. Sabi ni Met, my hierarchy, I like this. My hierarchy daw of tumblers. Aqua flask para sa mga poor people. Clean canteen and Oala for upper class. I ended up with aqua flask because somebody ran a rugged experiment on TikTok many years ago comparing all of these brands and tumblers. Clean Canteen versus Oala versus... wala pang Oala. Clean Canteen... hindi lang Clean Canteen eh. There's another expensive brand, chat. There is an expensive brand. There's an expensive brand not apart from Clean Canteen. Hydro Flask. Hydro Flask is also expensive. So, may nag-compare ng Hydro Flask, Aqua Flask, Clean Canteen, and all of these other... Corksicle, Stanley. May nag-compare sa TikTok nun. And local lang. Again, it's a rugged experiment. It's not really regulated or standardized or, you know, peer-reviewed. Walang ganun naka-artehan. Straight up, kinompare niya lang yung cold and hot liquids being put into these different tumblers. And I don't know if low-key pinopromote niya lang pala yung Aqua Flask. Pero yun na nga, at the end of the experiment, Aqua Flask is the one that was best able to retain not only coldness, but also heated liquids. That's why I ultimately went with Aqua Flask. So I don't know how true that is or how credible that experiment is, but I'm a function over form kind of guy. 9 times out of 10. Kaya pinili ko yung Aqua Flask. And it surely helps that it's inexpensive. I mean, it's expensive, but it doesn't break the bank unlike Clean Canteen and Hydro Flask. And it's local. So maganda siya sa magandang mag-support ng magaling na local brand. And I was very happy to support Aqua Flask at the time. I don't like the Clean Canteen because you have to remove the lid, right? Wala siyang flip thing, mouthpiece. It's literally removing the top of the lid. Ang Clean Canteen. I mean, of course, the original Clean Canteen. Because of, I mean, it could be na by now. Clean Canteen. Yung OG nito, natatanggal yung lid eh. Yeah. Super expensive. And I think, ano siya, status symbol sa school namin. Nung college. Sa school namin nung college chat, ano talaga. Mga ganun yung Tumblr, alam mo nang yayamanin eh. Anyway, I think we should do this already. Alright, chat. Good luck to all of you. Here are the names on the wheel. Roll call na to. Akiko, Alex, Allen A. Allen Orts. Akiko, Alex, Allen Orts, Caleb, Christian, Chromium, CJ, Fishfiend, Hayun, Ilong Ranger, John Ree, Jolly Pot Dog, Larry, Lemonade, Levy, Lirio, LJ, Manang Chat, Mock, MJ, Office Ninja, Paring Ray, Pau, Romeo, Stein, Steffi, SWG, Volt, and Yel V. Lirio, you're already here. All right. LJ, you're already on the wheel. Good luck to everybody. One winner will take everything. And as how our big raffles normally go, we do have a second wheel. So if you get eliminated, do not fret just yet. Because there is a fat chance that if you earn the love of chat, you will find yourself back on the wheel by way of Resurrect. So just to quickly talk about it, pagdating natin sa top 6, okay, let's make it a little bit more exciting. Top 6, every name will now go through the second wheel, and the second wheel will determine whether you are eliminated, whether you will remain on the wheel with the second life, whether you will get kicked out but ask someone to replace you, resurrect, or whether you will bring someone down together with you. So top 6 to magiging implemented. That's why do not leave just yet. Because you can remain, you can go back on the wheel if somebody decides to resurrect you. Okay. Again, up for grabs, Edifier speakers or this premium corporate gym or travel bag. It comes in different colors, by the way. Not just black. There's light gray, there's green, there's light blue, I think. So you can pick whatever one you want if you are the winner. Now, okay, before I spin the wheel, I'm not sure if andito yung nag-gift nung raffle natin, yung nag-sponsor ng raffle natin today. But if you're in the stream right now, I want you to type W Secret Santa. Okay, W Secret Santa, drop W's para sa Secret Santa natin because this Secret Santa just decided to do it for no reason. Sabi niya, sige, gusto ko lang din sumali sa pa-raffle. Magbibigay lang ako ng speakers or ng bag. So, give it up for our Secret Santa. If you know, you know. I name-dropped the Secret Santa accidentally a couple of weeks ago. And then, a few days ago niya lang sinabi sa akin, nagpahabol siya, sabi niya, oh, by the way, wag mo sabihin na galing sa akin yun, ha? Kaya yan. Si Secret Santa, hopefully, na andito at nanunood, thank you so much to you. Hey, what's up? What's up, Jim? Okay, I'm closing the wheel in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, si Francis nakasali pa. I am Francis. 1 and 0. Kat, you're already on the wheel. Good luck, everybody. 31 names. This is big time. Make the spin 8 seconds each. Good luck, everybody. Okay, Chuck. Completely understand. First one out. Oh no, I'm so sorry, boss. Oh no. Chat. Chat. Thank you, Mommy Keiko, for the 5 gifted. Chat, una pang natanggal yung boss ko sa Enervon. Huwag bigyan ng project yan. No, 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 no. No, 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 Levy. W, Mommy Keiko. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Boss Yale, for joining. We move on. Next up, we have Removed. Yale, I am... Lord Lirio, I am so sorry. Thank you for joining. Let's move on. W, Mommy Keiko daw. You're fired. Alan Orts, ito ang kapatid ni Ali Orts. Alan Orts, thank you for joining. You are officially out. Bok, thank you for joining. You are removed. Ilong? Ilong? Ilong. Si Ilong. I don't know. Ilong. Ilong, what you doing here? Akiko, thank you for joining. You are eliminated. SWG, thank you for joining. You are eliminated. Christian, di mo pala nabanggit kanina, saan mo balak lumipat? Now that you're looking for work, gusto mo pa rin ba sa food industry? Not sure if Christian is still in the stream, but I don't think nasagot yata ni Christian yung question na yun. Good luck sa... yan, si Christian. Food ba rin ba gusto mong pasukan na trabaho? Thank you for joining, Christian. We move on. Thank you for joining, Romeo. You are eliminated. Chromium, thank you for joining. Maybe in the next raffle. Goodbye. Naghanap ako ng bagong work. Okay. Ayaw mo na sa dati mong work? Nakakapagod ba masyado? Never na tayo nagkita sa airport. Whoa! The last one from Twitch. The last one from Twitch. thank you for joining. Last 20 names on the list. Kat, thank you for joining. Kat, sana mas makapagtambay ka pa dito sa streams. Thank you for moving from TikTok to YouTube. Hopefully, you get to hang out here some more and have fun with chat. Thank you, Kat. Palibhasa gusto ni Carlos ng bag. What? Wait, what? I'm a little confused, Levy. Next up, hang out with us. See? Oh no, Stein. Thank you for joining, Stein. You're eliminated. Thank you for joining, Pau. See you in the next raffle. You are eliminated. Last, John Ray. Thank you for joining. You have been officially eliminated. What's up, Brendan? Don't forget about me, my friends. Gumagana pa ba yung swerte ni Mock sa raffles? Well, lately it's being challenged. Ang malakas ngayon sa wheel, di ko nilang sasabihin kung sino, baka magalit pa kung matanggal eh. Wait, when's your birthday, Pau? Kailan birthday ni Pau? /birthday Pau. January 17! Wala pa. January 17. Napaparinig. By the way, in Discord, you could literally type /birthday and then kung sinong man name ng member na gusto niyong makita yung birthday, you could find out by just typing that command. Okay, let's move on. Last 17. LJ, thank you for joining. It was between MJ and Mock. Napili ng wheel na mabuhay si Mock at i-eliminate si MJ. MJ, I'm sorry. Thank you for joining. Last 15. That was another close one between Manang, Chat, and Mock. Manang, Chat, you are eliminated. Okay, last 14, Chat. 8 na lang ang kailangan nating tanggalin. And then we move on to the semifinals. Kailangan nga pala, nonchalant gaming si Mock dito eh. Steffi, thank you for joining. You are out. I'm not sure kung sino ang magiging masaya rito. But Hayun, our previous grand prize winner of our Sony headphones, I'm sorry, you're out. Masaya yung isa, sabi dito. I don't know, may masaya ba dito? May masaya, I don't know kung may masaya dito. The trash talk is real. Okay, Hayun, thank you for joining. But again, chat. Okay, you can still be part of the wheel when you get resurrected later on. So hold on to your horses. It's not over till it's over. Gamit kong video editor, Wonder. I use Premiere Pro. Ano to? Last 12. 6 na lang ang tatanggalin. Fish feed. Thank you for joining. We'll double up the names. Last 11. Tama ba yung math? I won't touch anything para lang di na maging magulo. I think, yeah, last 11 na to because there are 11 names left. Here we go. Good luck. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Paring Ray, thank you for joining. We're down to our last 9. 3 more before we move on to the semifinals. I can double up the names now because I can math this easier. Coming in hot at number 9, Larry. Okay, so let me just write this down so that we get our top 6 properly. Okay. So we get our top 6 properly. We have... One sec here, chat. One sec. Okay, Larry, you're gone. So we have Larry, Paring Ray at 10. 9, we have Larry. Number 8, we have... Lemonade. Don't worry. Number 7, we have... Number 7, we have Levy. So, we're now gonna roll call our top 6, chat. And if these people are missing on the list, itong number 7, 8, 9, 10 ang papalit sa kanila. Alright, I want to know if you're in the stream right now. Alex, Caleb, CJ, Jolly Pot Dog, Mock, and Office Ninja. Press 1 if you are present. Mock is here. Caleb is here. Jolly Pot Dog is here. CJ is here. Alex and Office Ninja, you have 10 seconds. Alex is here. Office Ninja na lang. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Alright, that's it. I'm sorry. Hindi na masasama si Office Ninja. Now, it's time to present also si Yel naman. pang ano kay, pang 30 kayata eh. Alright, now we go to Levy. Levy, are you present? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fine, Levy. Okay. Wag. No, Levy, we need you. Levy, we need you. We need you for later. Okay, ito na. Grabe, uting-uti ka na, Yel, ah. Alright, ito na ang top 6 natin. Alex, Caleb, CJ, Jolly Pot Dog, Mock, and Office Ninja, and Levy. Wait, bakit 7-2? Oo nga, wala na nga pala si Office Ninja. This is the correct list, right? Yeah, there you go. We removed Office Ninja. Itong 6 na to ang nakapasok. Okay, good luck. Good luck sa inyo sa ating top 6. Let's go. Para sa speakers, unang mapupunta sa ating second wheel, I see Alex. Alex, are you ready? Are you ready for our second wheel? Alex, press 1. What's it gonna be? Ready na raw si Alex. Good luck, Alex. The second wheel chooses for you to resurrect someone. Ooh. So, Alex, I'll be taking you off the wheel now. The question is, who are you going to bring back? Who are you going to chat? Make your appeal. Make your appeal to Alex. Balik mo si Yel dali para may trabaho si Carlos. Oh, man. Chat, Ay, si Boss Yel nga. Binalik ni Alex. What? Yo! Yel V! Yel na yan. For the job. Yel V! Na nag-OT ngayon. Oh my God. Ito sabi ni Yel Levy. Alam mo, Levy, kung influencer ka lang din, binigyan na kita ng trabaho. Okay. Yel V, you are back on the wheel. Back to running this again. Here we go. Yeah, nga pala. Yeah. Yel also live streams. Live pa nga ata Levy also live streams, Yel. Baka nga live pa rin si Levy ngayon eh. Uy. Okay, let's do this. Caleb, CJ, Jolly Potdog, Levy, Mock, and Yel V. I hope you're ready. We run the wheel. Let's go. Lapag ka na natin sa mga presentation. I like MJ's answer. Influencer yan si Levy. Bad influencer. Alright, Levy's ready for the second wheel. This isn't his first rodeo. He knows exactly what to do. Levy, let's rock. Congratulations, Levy. Looks like masama kang damo. Tama si MJ. Bad influence. Alright. You're gonna remain on the wheel, Levy. Let's keep rocking. Top 6. Laban natin to. CJ, are you ready? Lakas talaga pag masamang damo. CJ, are you here? Ready na raw siya. Let's go. Our first elimination from our finals. CJ, thank you for joining. Our top 5, Caleb, Jolly Potog, Levy, Mock, and Yelv. Let's rock. Dito natin malalaman kung ano magiging kapalaran ni Levy. Tara na raw ulit. Let's go! Okay. Okay, it looks like Levy's gone, but we'll be resurrecting somebody. Who is it gonna be? Levy, kailangan mo ng award eh, no? Most number of times na napaasa kang mananalo award. Alright, chat. Make yourselves known to Levy. Time to make that appeal. Chat, make it known. Show some love kay Levy. Baka sakaling piliin kayo ni Levy para ma-resurrect. Alright, alright. Make your appeal. It can be anything, really. Uy, bagong profile picture si Bok ah. Wala, masamang damo daw ako. Levy, my friend. Mahilig ako sa sawa. Come on, MJ. Levy, background music ko yung live stream mo kapag natatraffic ako sa EDSA. Kumakain ako ng sawa. Like, ihaw? Ihaw na sawa, MJ? Is it a delicacy in Dubai? I would think it could be, right? Because, you know, snakes are eaten. Sa purple heads. What's a purple head? Purple head snake? Isn't that poisonous? Si Levy nagla-live sa TikTok. And I think recently Twitch, right, Levy? Legit, go. LJ, nanalo ka na before SWG. Tama ka na. Okay, so it's gonna be LJ? It's gonna be LJ? TikTok pa rin? Who we going with, Levy? LJ. Got it. LJ with dalawang... Yeah, you have 3 kids, right, LJ? 3 kids. And you mentioned earlier, dalawang panganay? Alam ko 3 kids. Oh, 2 kids. There you go. Here we go. Our top 5. Caleb, Jolly Potog, Mock, Yelv, and LJ. Good luck sa inyong 5. And ayun na nga. Una pang natawag si LJ. LJ, you ready? I thought you were talking about snakes. Bakit banana na yung pinag-uusapan natin next? Di na siya kakain ng sawa. Ang hirap. Kahit may patient ako, nanonood ako sa apo. Dalawang panganay, pareho ang nanay. Ang galing ah. Kasi panganay na lalaki, panganay na babae. Okay, I get it, LJ. Okay, LJ, you're up. May sinasabi dito si Romeo, LJ, sabihin mo rin daw na masamang damo ka para mabuhay ka pa rin. Okay, good luck. Good luck to LJ. Hindi niya na raw kailangan sabihin yun, Romeo. You know, it's just a fact of life. LJ is what LJ is. Alright, let's keep moving. Jolly Hotdog. Are you ready for your second wheel? Ikaw ang napili. Let it be known, Jolly Hotdog. TJ, are you in the bill? Chat, si TJ nakakatulog to ng maaga. Yuy! Gising pa! Okay, TJ, let's go! Matulog na raw tayo lahat ng maaga, ang sabi ni TJ. So, TJ, sa mga pangalan na nakikita mo ngayon sa ating wheel, sino ang isasama mong pababa? Is it going to be Caleb, Mock, YelV, or LJ? I think at this point, you can also make your appeal to Jolly Hotdog kung bakit kayo hindi dapat tanggalin. Kailangan ni Carlos ang trabaho. yung isang sukdulan dyan, please, Jolly Hotdog. Birthday ko sa Lunes. Oh, yo, chat, tahimik lang si Mock. Chat, ngayon lang nagsalita si Mock. Look at this. Look at this, chat. Look at this. Sa tagal-tagal nating nag-uusap dito kanina. Yeah, Enervon si Boss Yel. Look at this. Sa tagal natin na nag-uusap kanina pa, tahimik lang si Mock. Sobrang nonchalant. And then the moment na na-threaten yung existence niya sa wheel, boom! Nagsalita bigla. May birthday daw siya sa Monday. Sobrang kulit. Akala ko nga for a while, Mock. Almost got lost. Okay, so TJ, let us know sino ang ating dapat tanggalin. Caleb, LJ, Mock, or YelV? Okay, one sec here. Gusto ko malaman kailan birthday ni Mock. Birthday Mock. Oh, what? Yo, chat! I never knew! Hindi nagsisinungaling si Mock. Birthday niya nga talaga sa Monday. Look, chat! So this is from our Discord. Check it out. Paulo's birthday is on January 17. Mock's birthday is on January 19. May sapatos ka na. Dash Levy. Oh, man. Okay. That's so cool. Magkalapit lang pala kayo ng birthday. So, I have a question. Do you just go to dinner out once to celebrate both birthdays? Or do you celebrate twice? I see that as, you know, depending on how you wanna go about it, di ba? Pwedeng good yun. Jan 18. That's fair. Oh, man. So, Jan 18 sila nagdi-dinner. That's fair because you go to dinner tapos sabay salubong na nung 19. Yeah. O nga pala, si MJ to. Nice. Oh, anib nyo rin ng My gosh. So the spending doesn't stop on December. Spending doesn't stop December, January. Tuloy ang gastos. Let's go. Happy for you guys. Okay. Now, where were we? TJ? What's our final decision? Sino ang ating tatanggalin? Parang wala na si Caleb. Tuloy na natin. Wala na siya. Okay. Caleb, are you here? Any last words before we remove you? Caleb, 10, 9. I mean, napili ka naman na. I don't know why I'm counting. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Caleb, you are eliminated. Naku po. Only 3 remain. LJ, Mock, and Yel V. Good luck to the 3 of you. For the speakers, for the bag. Hindi siya masyadong masasaktan. Nawala internet ko. Oh no! Jolly Pot Dog, sorry. I think you have some explaining to do. But let's keep the wheel spinning. Let's go! Yell, Mock, and LJ. Let's rock. Boss Yell, are you ready? Are you ready for your second wheel? Nako po, itong nag-OT natin na boss. Napunta pa sa second wheel. Our Enervon giveaway, wala na. Alright, mukhang ready na si Boss Yell. Let's rock. Second wheel. What is it gonna be? It looks like Boss Yell, you are removed from the wheel. But chat, you have a chance at being brought back to the wheel. Boss Yell, sino ang iyong bubuhayin sa ating chat ngayon? Make yourselves known to Yell V. Yell, my friend. O, diba, Boss Yell, dami mo kaagad friends dito. Sir Yell, mahilig ako sa Enervon. Ay, ano yan? Madam Yell. Madam Yell, not Sir Yell. Revive me, Boss Yell. Me, boss. Boss Yell, tumaba na po ako kaka-Enervon. I eat Enervon like it's a banana. Sino ba si Yell V? Baka akala nyo taga-Enervon ako, hindi. Boss Yell works for a media company that works with brands. So in short, Boss Yell handles brands, and so nagbibigay and with Enervon, kay Boss Yell natin nakuha yung job na yon for Enervon, the brand deal with Enervon. Wala akong pa-vitamin sa inyo. Sinisinghot ko po ang Enervon. Boss Yell, oh, ang galing nito, Boss Yell, oh. I like how you handle brands. Keep it up po. Alright. It gets very competitive, Yell. Kaya talagang G na G lumaban para sa ating raffle. Salamat po. Buti di pa ako nahilata. Okay, Levy. Back on the wheel together with LJ and Mock. Good luck to the 3 of you. Let's rock. Oh my God, SWG. Okay, LJ. LJ. You're up. Second wheel. Let's do this. And just like that, we have an elimination. We're down to the final two. The battle of the four-letter names. We have Mock and Levy. Very familiar opponents to each other. Dare I say, arch nemesis to one another as well. Mock and Levy. I am now going to take away... Wow, nag-iba to sort inputs? No. Wait, nag-iba to. How do I delete it? All delete, proceed, type or paste multiple lines. How do we do this, chat? Eliminated? But I want more than one. No. More. Here, there you go. Eliminated. Resurrect. Second life. Wala na tayong double kill. Okay, here we go. Mock and Levy. Good luck. At tagalan yung spin. Okay. Okay, wala. Not counted. Not counted. I'm not even gonna look at the names. Not even gonna look at the names. Tatagalan natin yung spin. Tagalan natin yung spin 60 minutes. Gee. Okay. I'll leave it up to Mock and Levy. Mock and Levy, do you want a second wheel? Or do you want to duck race this, get rid of the second wheel? Just answer. Traditional or duck race? There's a pro and con to each. I don't know kung ano yung math dun. Kung mas malaki ba yung chance of success if my second wheel or duck race. 60 days? That's literally 2 months. Pretty even either way. Okay. Then let's just do it the old-fashioned way then. Duck race tapos tig 10 ducks sila Levy at Mock. Old-fashioned way daw ang gusto nila. Okay, let's go. Mock and Levy. Good luck sa inyong dalawa. 30 seconds spin. Para sa speakers. Para sa bag. Mock and Levy. Looks like good. Looks like Levy is up on the second wheel right now. Levy, good luck to you. May pa down. Okay, Levy, are you ready? Second wheel, heed my call. Let's go! Second life daw nararamdaman ko, sabi ni LJ. What's it gonna be? Tama nga ba ang nararamdaman ni LJ? Hindi. Pwede. We have a winner. Looks like Mock has now reclaimed his throne as the big time winner. When it matters most, ipinapanalo ni Mock. So Mock, congratulations. Back to the podium finish. W's for Mock, chat. And W's for Levy for taking second place. Oh man, how many more heartbreaks? How many more heartbreaks can Levy take being second place? Okay, only one question I guess remains now, Mock. Mock, which one are you gonna opt for? Gusto mo ba ang edifier speakers? Or are you gonna go for the bag? Just so you know, may different colors yung bag. This is Akbay. Hold on. The Akbay. Hold on. Let me just go to it. The Akbay Execute. Oh no, we might get banned. There's black, brown, coffee brown, red, or green for these bags. Hold on. I'll open up the photos so that you can see them. Okay, here you go. What? There is brown, coffee brown, red, or green. Wow, ang ganda nito ah. So anti-rust zippers, luxurious suede leather bottom, water-resistant material, minimalist logo. Ito yung brown. Okay? Ito yung brown. Ito yung coffee brown. Ito yung red. And ito yung green. What does your heart tell you, Mock? Are we going for the speakers? Or are we going for the bag? Luxurious bottom. I love it. Hold up. Wait. Pause. Wait. Say what now? And then, of course, for the speakers, it comes in either white or black. Okay. Got it. So, ang pini... Oh, what color? What color? White or black? Which colorway? The white or black one? Yes! Pareha silang magba-birthday! White. Got it. Got it. White. Okay. I think that's about it for today's stream, chat. Please don't forget that tomorrow we are going to be streaming IRL. We are going to be streaming at a Muay Thai studio together with Kevin. So, of course, you guys are familiar with Kevin. We've been streaming together for quite some time, doing a bunch of different things. Tomorrow, Kevin and I are going to be live streaming, doing Muay Thai. So, 4:30 to 5:30, kami ay pa-private class. Tuturuan siguro kami ng basics. We're probably gonna end up fooling around at that time. And then 5:30 to 6:30 is gonna be a group class. Now, the entire time, tutulungan kami ni Levy kasi siya ang mag-operate ng ating camera. So, big shout out to Levy for being our camera operator tomorrow. Hopefully, Levy, you can make us look good enough not to look silly doing Muay Thai for the first time. Yeah, so Levy will be in tomorrow's stream as well. Advance happy birthday kay Mock, and kay Pau daw. Ankle wraps, yun yung wala eh. Wala kong ankle wraps. Yeah. Yung usapan natin. Yeah, W Levy. Okay, chat. Thank you again so much also to Mommy Keiko for the 5 gifted. The 5 gifted. Wait, let me zoom this one in. To Mommy Keiko for the 5 gifted. To Chuck for remaining sub to our Twitch. Really, really helpful. If you're not yet subscribed, if you're not yet a Twitch sub or a YouTube member, please consider becoming one because it helps the channel. It helps us continue what we're doing, and it's one of the best ways to help the stream. So thank you again for tonight, chat. And again, 4:30 yung live stream natin bukas. Quick lang siya. 4:30 to 6:30. Be there because wala na tayong stream other than that for tomorrow. For now, this is where the stream ends. Shout out to the mods who were here. I believe all mods were present tonight. No, actually, si OJ. No, I think OJ was here too. So, shout out to our mods. We had Bok, we had Paringre, we had OJ, and Caleb. Missing in tonight's stream is Barney. That's it, chat. Have a great evening. Chat, pray for blessings para kay Levi. Waiting daw for replies to interviews. We're with you there, Levi. Have a great evening, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow in the Muay Thai stream. Good night.